Hello my scrappy friends, it is Jess here from the Scrappy Sisters, and thank you for joining me for a Kitaholic Kits design team layout. Now for this layout, I actually created this cut file. It is literally just words. It is just words, all words that are to do with winning and being the winner and, you know, the champion and the best and all of those kind of words. And it is to go with photos of my boys and their dad holding the Premiership Cup. Now, if you are an Aussie, you will understand that we are AFL supporters, and we, especially if you're Victorian, and we are Demon supporters. We have been waiting, I think it's 59 years or 57 years to win a Premiership, and we finally did that this year or last year, but we were in lockdown, so we had to watch it on our couch. So bittersweet, definitely sweet, but a little bit disappointing to have missed out. So when the cup finally arrived back in Victoria, because the games had to be held in Western Australia, my boys were the first ones on a train out to the Sports Museum to be able to check out the cup in the flesh and hold on to it and have a look. So I had to document that moment. Now, the Melbourne Football Club is one of the oldest clubs in the history of the AFL, so they have won quite a few flags over their time, but as you can imagine, you know, 57 years in between, there's a lot of supporters out there who have never ever seen it. So they had previously won 12 flags, hence my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Those numbers were just perfect. Yes, I realized there is a gap. I wanted to try and optimize and see as many of the numbers as possible on either side of the photos. You still do lose sort of 4, 5, and 6, but that's okay. You get the picture. And yes, the flag we won last year was lucky number 13. So this is a picture of my boys at the Sports Museum holding onto that cup, and I just pulled out all of the ephemera that is sort of positive, proactive sort of ephemera that was part of that Simple Stories ephemera pack. Yes, do it again. It's a great day, like just all of those ephemera pieces, because that is what this is all about. So even though this particular layout has nothing to do with sport in terms of the ephemera, it really works with what the story is about and what my journaling is going to say when I fill in my journaling of this day as well. When I end up placing this light globe as well, I also make it so it just ends up looking like a bit like a sun hanging out over the top of the heck yes, which I think is just gorgeous. It just, you know, brightens the page, so to speak. So that was super fun as well. Got my little 3 clusters, but then I've also thrown in the just do it down the bottom. So there's my 4th cluster, but I don't even care. Throwing the rules out the window because I'm just really happy with the way this looks. Now, the problem with my background is it's quite busy, so I did have a little bit of trouble choosing a title. I think the silver stickers would have gone really well as also. I just ended up using the gold to sort of, I thought the gold sort of matched in with the yellow mustard that's around the page a little bit more. I tried to put black thickers on the page, but I felt like they just got lost. I know we had black thickers in our kit this month, but they were just far too skinny. They just didn't stand up enough with that busy background, because the background writing is just so in your face sort of thing. Yeah, that just didn't work. So I ended up going with the gold. And I also popped on a whole bunch of those little golden bits and pieces that you sometimes have in thicker packs. Then adding on some gold splatters, and this one is done. What a contrast to last week's layout, but I really love it. It just shows how totally versatile these kits can be, and how one week I can be scrapbooking a florally vintage photo, and the next week I can be scrapbooking photos of my boys. So I hope you have enjoyed this layout. I hope I have inspired you, and I can't wait to see you all next week. Bye everyone.